Welcome to your virtual tour of Shafer Library. Upon entering the library, you will first stumble across the Borrow Pickup Desk. This desk is where you will sit during your shifts. This is where students will check in and out materials, as well as ask any questions they may have about the library. Behind the Borrow Pickup Desk is Pam's office. Pam can answer nearly any question you'll have while working at Shafer, and if she doesn't have the answer, she will know exactly who does. This is room 126. In this room, you will find your mailbox. This is where you will fill out your timesheets, as well as pick up any information that may be traveling by mail. Pam's mailbox is at the top. This is where you should place any and all materials for Pam if she is not available. Next, we have the shelving carts. Books go on these carts once they have been checked in, cleaned, and are ready to go back on the shelves. Next is the reserve shelf. On the backside of the shelves are textbooks placed on reserve by professors for their students. The name on the tag correlates to the professor who put the book on reserve. These books are generally 2-hour reserves, which must stay in the library at all times. On the front side of this shelf, you will find the general reserves. Books you will find here are textbooks for science classes, style guides for writing, and special textbooks for graduate programs. These books can be checked out for students as a 2-hour reserve. Right across from the general reserve is the hold shelf. The shelf contains books that are on hold for patrons from our library, as well as books that come through Opal and Ohio Link. In the very back is the P-Circ station. This is where students will take care of all the behind-the-scenes circulation stuff. This is the knowledge bar, or the IT help desk. Here's where students and faculty can come to get help with technological issues. There will always be a help desk attendant available during library hours. This is Geyer Lounge, which is a study lounge open 24 hours a day. Geyer Lounge also contains the bathrooms for the first floor. Vending machines are located in the back corner. In the very back of Geyer Lounge sits room 104. This room can be reserved by faculty and staff. They will have to check out a key at the Borrow Pickup Desk before being able to get in. These are the printing stations. After students send print jobs to the Euler Release Print, they can log into these computers to print out their documents. Students can also scan and send documents at these stations by following the instructions on the sheets hanging above the printers. Back here is a Scantron machine. Faculty may come in once in a while to use this to grade tests. On the very back of the first floor are the offices of our wonderful librarians and staff. This is the Learning Commons. The Learning Commons is an open study area where students can work individually and collaboratively. There are often lunch meetings scheduled for faculty and staff in the Learning Commons to go over new technological and library resources available to students. On the back wall of the Learning Commons are the reference books. Reference books include thesaurus, dictionaries, encyclopedias, and more. Reference books are for local use only and cannot be checked out by patrons at any time. On this shelf are all the leisure reading books that the library has to offer. Next to the leisure reading books are the movies. These movies can be checked out for 1 week at a time with 1 renewal each. On the other side of the movie shelf are the newspapers. Newspapers are open to the public but must be kept in the library at all times. Towards the back of the Learning Commons is room 112. This room is a computer lab which patrons can use to access the internet, as well as send print jobs to printing stations located on the first floor. Now that we've looked at everything on the first floor, let's take a look at what's down in the basement. The first thing you will see in the basement when you get down the stairs is the ITS office. This is where IT staff are located. Call down from the Borrow Pickup Desk if you ever need their help and they'll be up in a jiff. Around the corner from the IT offices, we have the CTE offices. Back here we have study rooms 16 and 17. These rooms are both equipped with smartboard technology and can be checked out upstairs. Next to room 16 and 17 we have the compact shelving, which holds all the bound journals held by the library. To find the journal you are looking for, simply follow the placards which are in alphabetical order. To open and close the shelves, simply crank the lever based on which journal you need. On the other side of the basement sits shelving for books with call numbers A through B. You can figure out which books are on each shelf by looking at the call number range on the white placard of each shelf. There are also open study tables in the back of the basement for individual and collaborative work. Lastly, in the very back of this part of the basement sit study rooms 22 through 29. These study rooms can be checked out by students upstairs at the borrow pickup desk and can be checked out for 2 hours at a time. Lastly, let's look upstairs to see what's on the second floor of the library. When you first get upstairs, you will see the sound booth and the upstairs study rooms. The rooms upstairs are rooms 214, 213, 210, 212, 216A, and 216B. Catty-corner to room 216 is the University Archives. The University Archives holds artifacts from the university's history. The second floor also contains shelving for books call numbers C through Z. Separated from the rest of the books are the oversized books. These are books that will not fit on the traditional shelves, and they are located here. Individual study rooms 207, 208, and 209 also reside on the second floor and can be checked out at the borrow pickup desk. The second floor also has a wide open study area for group and individual work. Lastly, we have the bilingual and multicultural books. These books will be especially helpful to those students going through the IELP process. This concludes our virtual tour of Shafer Library. Hopefully you learned a little bit more about how the library is laid out. If you have any questions, feel free to ask Pam or reference the map at the front desk.